Hello, everyone. Good to see all the awesome people again. I see Dr. Ugochi. I see John Olushola. I see Ayotunde Onobolu. Ayo, I am in Dallas. How you haven't heard my sweet voice in a long time is a surprise to me. But my only explanation is that because you are now doing what adults do, that's why you abandoned me. I'm not sure how you sleep at night, but I am hoping. Martha Agba, thank you for the kind words. I see good people in the house, Hot Fabrics, Omosho Lakwe, all the awesome people in the house. Thank you for showing up. Please invite your friends. I will drop the topic any moment from now. You better be in my DM with your offering, Ayo. Fluffy Life Association is for pampering. We pamper men and women. We don't have time. We are kind people. We just want to live. We're not stressing any, so nobody should stress us. I've been in Dallas for a while. That's where I live, Ayo. So welcome to everybody. Could you please let me know what country you're streaming in from? Where are you experiencing this conversation from? Could you please let me know what country? I see all of us. Thank you for joining. Where are you experiencing this conversation from? What country are you representing at the moment? Please talk to me. Where are you experiencing this from? Lanre Bolaji, where are you experiencing this from? What country are you experiencing this conversation from? Nigeria is in the house. Ghana is in the house. US is in the house. What other country? There are 3 countries in the house right now. Where are you experiencing this conversation from? Please talk to me. Where are you? Nigeria is in the house. Where are you? There's Nigeria, there's Ghana. Where are my people from Germany? I know that we have from Kenya, from South Africa, from India. Where are you listening to me from? Yes, I see 3 countries represented already. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much. I see all of us. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today's conversation is what I have titled, One Thing to Look Out For Before You Find a Life Partner. There is Dubai, UAE in the house. Thank you. So 4 countries are represented already. Please let me know what country you are listening to me from. So I was saying that today's topic is titled, One Thing to Look Out For When You Are Trying to Find a Partner. And I have observed that we hardly pay attention to this because we're interested in finding a partner. And there are some reasons why we try to find a partner. Sometimes it would be environmental reasons where you are done from college or your master's degree and then you feel like, okay, the next thing to do is to get married. Marriage looks like the next thing on the agenda. Marriage looks like, okay, yeah, I'm done with education and schooling. Let me go find a partner. The cultural instinct for women may be, what they call the time clock, especially if you want to experience pregnancy, because there's a difference between parenting and experiencing pregnancy, but that's a symposium discussion. So if you want to experience pregnancy, they begin to tell you there's a biological clock, something about ovaries and eggs and getting pregnant and all of those things. So we just think that, okay, we're done with college and education, let's go get married. And then sometimes it is tied to financial. We feel like, we have the money, so the next thing on the agenda is marriage. A girl can say, I'm tired of staying with my parents' house, I'm tired of taking care of myself, all of those things that look like she's looking for a sponsor or an NGO, and then she says, let me just go get married. And I have observed that the missing link is that while we're trying to find a partner, there is something that we overlook sometimes, and it is the fact that we need to find ourselves. Please find yourself before you find a partner. I have been a spiritual leader, otherwise called a pastor, since 2003. I have also worked as a life coach, a therapist, a psychologist, and I offer emotional stability and emotional solutions to people. And I have observed a trend. Some people got married before they found themselves or knew themselves or discovered themselves. Now they found themselves in marriage. Ironically, by the time they were done with the excavation, exploration, and discovery, who they are or who they have become is different from who their spouse got married to. So they have grown, they have changed. Their spouse hasn't grown or changed at the level that they are. So who they have become is different from who they were when they got married. Now, the spouse can't catch up, neither can they also relate or vibe with the spouse anymore. So they are discovering themselves in marriage, and they feel like if they knew themselves before marriage, they would not have made that marital decision. And it is not because who they are married to is terrible or bad or badly behaved. It is just the fact that someone is good does not mean that they are your partner. So some people are finding themselves in marriage when they are done with the discovery and the excavation. Who their partners got married to is different from who they have become. So if you are still single, you are very, very privileged, and you have the time and the energy to find yourself. Today's topic is titled, One Thing to Do Before You Find a Life Partner. Before you set out on the treasure hunt, or the Gouda ultimate search, or anything you want to call it, before you try to find or be found, please find yourself. Have a relationship with yourself. What is your financial relationship with yourself? How do you earn? How do you spend? How do you invest? Some of us, the moment we sight money, we spend. Some of us actually spend before we receive the money. You have spent in anticipation of what is about to come. Your resources operate by faith. And when I say faith, it's not the good part. It is the part where the money hasn't come, but you have finished spending it. If you have that habit as a single man or a single lady, when you get married, what will happen? Especially when you desire to have children, would you spend house rent and school fees? And then you hide under problem, no, they finish, let me enjoy my life, and all of those things. In finding yourself, what is your mental plan? Your personal development plan? Now that you are married, how will you lead your family? How will you take your role as a man or a woman? What will you bring on board? I see a lot of energy on people trying to get married, coming up with conferences, attending all of those things. Cool. But I don't have a business with you finding someone else. As usual, I am concentrating on you finding yourself. There are so many people who don't have a business with marriage that are married. That's the reason why we have more slave drivers, colonial masters, users in relationships. The template of any relationship is love. Love gives. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. Love gives. But when you go to social media and go on social media today, it is always how to receive and collect and take. Check out how many people are even in your DMs. More than 90% of them are asking you for a favor. So I am here to say that while you are trying to find a love partner or a life partner, leave other people alone, first of all, and focus on yourself. Lead yourself. There are too many men or too many males, don't let me say men, males, who are interested in leading and receiving submission, whatever they call it. When you're even discussing submission, do you know the meaning of submission? Submission means that you are worthy of receiving that level of respect or whatever you call it. What are they submitting to? That's the question. They're just going to submit to your gender or your protruding organ. No. When people want to defer, they defer to something superior. And when I say superior, I don't mean anything out of the ordinary. No. They defer to leadership. What are you bringing on board beyond the noise and the drama and the harassment of I'm the leader or I'm the man here? Nobody is dragging anything with you. When leaders show up, everybody else lines up behind. We're so concentrated on finding other people. When last did you have a conversation with yourself about your finances, about your mental health, about your personal development, about your emotional health? Because sometimes we actually even get married and the next thing we think of is, oh, let's start raising children. No, it's not compulsory. Do you desire children, or you just think that's the next thing on the agenda? Are you ready to emotionally, financially, mentally, spiritually parent a child? Are you ready? Or you just feel like after 10 months of marriage, you should have a bundle of joy? Are you really ready to give of yourself, to share yourself with somebody else? If you're not ready, it's okay. Don't bother. Like, it's not compulsory. Don't let us follow societal pressures and all these unnecessary pressures that just put us on one scale that you can't recognize or identify with. Yes, you want to find a life partner and want to be found. Have you found yourself? I was reading something during the week where a lady was saying that there was a time she was dating one guy who said to her that she should address him as my lord. People are just on some things I can't describe. Are you serious? And she said she thought it was a joke until his lordship started manifesting. I'm telling you, like, you just sit down and come with different concussions. Those are people who haven't found themselves. They're just looking for who to oppress in life. Let me tell you something. Some people have low self-esteem and no self-esteem to the point where the only place they feel recognized and they feel valuable is in their relationship. And they will hunt you and harass you down for it. Their behavior is tied to narcissism. I need to be very careful. They just feel like they just must oppress you. It's a lordship and slave relationship. For the ladies, I am here to just let you know, because I recognize and identify as a woman. And I'm here to just let you know that it is not every man who wants a wife. Some of them want housekeepers. Some of them want slaves and maids. Some of them want child rearers. Some just want baby factories. You are the one who will decide what you want. Not so many people want wives or a wife. So that they are asking you out is not a testimony. What is unnecessary script that we are doing, that we are breaking our hearts up and about, you can afford to find yourself so that you would know who to give yourself to. For the men, some women are looking for sponsors. They are tired of paying house rent, so they are looking for a way to live for free. Some are looking for NGOs and ATM cards. You are more than the money you bring to the table. If people were really paying attention to themselves, we would get rid of quite a handful of drama that we see. Two people will vow to themselves that they will be in love or desire to be in love or whatever. Like they saw that the people were many in the world, or 8 billion people, they decided to choose themselves. And then one person will just permanently frustrate the other party. And you think this is normal. Like, what is the definition of wickedness and evil? And then what are you doing? Almost every conference is about finding a life partner, Let there be conferences about finding yourself. Leave life partners alone, because if you haven't found yourself, you will not even find a life partner. You will just find a 6 months partner, a 1 year partner, because they're going to dump yourself and your sorry ass. And when I say dump, it's from a place of kindness. It's the fact that let's stop all these games that we are playing, that we're looking for escape routes. Our lives are so important that we need to pay attention to them. If you're a gentleman, it is not every lady that wants to be a wife. Some just want to escape. If you live abroad and both of you are living in the same places, you may just be a ticket to international, whatever, or global relevance. Some may be in love with your surname. Some may be in love with your money, with your looks. So if you don't mind being used, it's okay. But the conversation is for people who don't want to be used, who desire friendship and relationship, who desire partnership, happily ever after. There are people who have beautiful relationships and beautiful marriages. And it starts from you finding yourself. What exactly do you want and who are you? That will let you know. But we're just here, like, if we're not dragging each other over, we're spending time in each other's houses, you are sweeping, you are cleaning. Like, I don't have a problem with, like, on a normal day, don't you clean your house? So what is the problem? A lady comes to visit you and you already have an unconscious checklist. As she's eating jollof rice, you are checking how she's eating the rice. As she's sitting down, you are checking, did she clean the, like, what's going on? What's really going on? Why are we making relationships look like a demonic zone like this? People don't like peace and joy. You don't like romance. Like, you don't like normalcy. How are you meeting somebody for the first time and you're asking them if they know how to cook? Are you hungry? How have you been eating before this date? After this date, how will you eat? Like, in the whole scale of things with your life, you're not even thinking of what's your vision, what's your mission, what's going on. Like, what's going on? You know, you just see some things on social media and you'll be wondering how all of you are experiencing the same life. Like, what's going on? If somebody fries 4 eggs, it's not a wife material. If can let me tell you something. Like I usually say, not everybody is looking for a spouse. Some are just looking for business partners. Some are looking for factories, baby factories, child rearers. If you are looking for a life partner, the key word is partner. Please prioritize friendship and partnership. Some people are looking for labor, domestication, tool of performance. Let them marry their kind. And I can categorically tell you, as a therapist, you cannot change anybody. Even therapists don't change people without their permission. Anybody who wants to change has to change by themselves for themselves. We are not miracle workers. So no matter how much we help you, if you don't help yourself, it is 0/10. Because you will just see so many people who don't even have an inkling or a bearing on what they want and why they want what they want, or what they really want. But they're the ones who are always looking for people to marry. Some strange people have entered my DM before. I didn't respond to them, sha. I've entered my DMs before to ask me. In fact, there was one guy who sent me one DM one time that, I really like you. You are very spiritual. You are prayerful. You know how to cook this and that. Are you dating? I just knew it can't be normal. I'm very spiritual. Have you seen my spirit before? How did you measure it? I'm very prayerful. Have you heard me pray before? Do you live with me? I cook. How do you know? By the time I was done looking at whatever rubbish he wrote, I just told myself that I need to be blocking people more often on this world. Like, what's going on here? How do you send me this kind of insulting script? And that's how they move up and about, looking for who to devour. You just sat down and you looked for everything you want to receive. No. Some of us have value. And we're single not because of a lack of options, but because we know that we can't marry everybody. Do you understand? Even some terrorists are even happily married, not to now talk of some of us. Like, there are some people that are very wicked. People know they are married to wicked people like them. Do you understand? How do people like us who are now normal, kind people? No, it's not lack of options. It's just the fact that power has changed us in the world. When people want to send me DM to even ask me out or love me, or I don't know what they are doing really in my DM. They just write strange things. Somebody wrote one day that, that I really would like to marry you because I want our children to be like you. I just looked at it, read it, and blocked the person. I'm just like, you are who are having children. Have we ever had this conversation before? Like, it's just very funny. Want our children to be like you. You, uncle, you, the owner of the sperm. Who should they be like? Don't stress me, please. Love gives, please. When you are with anyone and they can't give, like, they are emotionally stingy. They are playing hide and seek. Those people who will be saying first to call, first to text, and you have not called me, I'm not calling back. All those things that look like you are playing 10 times with people's destiny and emotions. Leave them alone. No? Alpha male, whatever they call themselves, leave them alone. Love gives. Emotionally stingy people, physically stingy people, to buy a gift for you is a prayer point. Shishi, they know they give. Financially stingy, spiritually stingy, they can't even pray for you. And they are not pretending, they are not forming, they just genuinely desire that you succeed. Let me tell you something, please go out with people who want you to succeed. You will know people who really like you. Sometimes we know people who don't like us, we'll be forcing ourselves on them. Why? It's a sign of low self-esteem and insecurity. I say, nobody is perfect. Maybe we grow to love me. Jollof rice. No. We can't keep doing that. There are people who genuinely like you. Go for them. People who vibe with you. People who like your energy, who crave to be with you and are hesitant to leave you. There are 8 billion people in the world. Stop squeezing yourself to be accepted by someone. And this is a challenge because we haven't found ourselves. It is when you haven't found yourself that you'll be begging for love. Wait, what are you begging for love for? Because you really don't think that you deserve love or you are worthy of love. And it's a sign of a broken inner child that thankfully can be fixed. Stop running after people. Stop trying to force yourself on someone. Stop trying to be loved. You are lovable. Say that to yourself. I am lovable. I am love and love dwells in me. I am lovable. Enough of us concentrating on finding a life partner. Just find yourself. Know your worth. Somebody like you exists who is looking for what you are looking for. You know, there's one script and one lie that good and bad men are rare. I don't know what they mean by that. I just know that there are 8 billion people in this world. And if your creator created you, be very aware that you have a partner as long as you want to get married. Stop concentrating on emotional scarcity. People are rare, people are rare, people are rare. No, they are good people. If you want to get married next week, there are people that there are good people everywhere. Let's stop this emotional scarcity. Because once your mind is focused on emotional scarcity, you will be dragging things. You see 2 women fighting over a man, they'll be beating each other. Are you serious? A guy is cheating on you and then you go to this other girl's house to go and fight. Are you serious? What are you people eating? Edibles? Just sing continue. You know, you just see women beating each other over a guy. Are you serious? People are trying you. Rate yourself, oh, please. I don't even like the sound of this. Just rate yourself. Don't even let me even tell you to go to the naughty corner and go and raise your hand. Are you serious? If you have ever fought a man or fought for a man, please stop it. Like, I mean, if your man is cheating, leave him alone. People are even single. You are dragging who is cheating. Are you people serious like this? Listen to me. You are lovable. You are good enough. You have self-worth. And no matter what your past is, you are lovable. Don't let anybody turn your life into an agenda. 3 people are fighting over a guy. Are you serious? And the guy is very aware. They will not say that good men are rare. Really? Are you rearing animals? Nobody is rare. Oh. Let's have sense, please. Nobody is rare. There are 8 billion people in this world in over 190 countries. You don't have to marry from your race. You don't have to marry from any. Like, please, just expose yourself. Go on different whatever. People are getting married daily. Some people have even gotten married like 4 times. There was one time I was in school in the US. My classmate was on her 5th marriage. Are you serious? Come. I'm not going to allow you to malfunction or maltreat yourself. That is the reason why I came with this gospel. Instead of focusing on finding a life partner, please find yourself. You just see girls fighting themselves. And then sometimes people are even checking your man's phone. Why? Why are you checking your boyfriend's phone? What are you really looking for? Okay, if you now find what you are looking for, what are you going to do? You think he is cheating. Okay, so now that you have discovered that he is cheating, what will you now do? You know, there are some things that we do that we need to repent and unsubscribe from. The spirit of low self-esteem and insecurity. Let's fix that spirit. It hovers around all of us. Let's fix it. If you are a snooper, you check phones, it's a sign of insecurity and we must fix it. If you monitor people, you are monitoring your partner up and about. Gentlemen, listen to me today. You are nobody's Lord and Savior or Most High. You are a human being like other people. And then I am a proponent of what you want in marriage or in a relationship is what you should give other people. If you cannot give peace, don't look for peace. Just go and marry emotional portable. Let them be stressing you every time your kind is available. All this, I'm looking for a praying wife. We are also looking for a praying husband. Do you understand? Sometimes you don't also want to pray. Use your mouth. Open it. Pray. Women are also looking for domesticated men because we don't want you to starve us or starve our children. Yes. Yes. Everything you desire in life, please give other people's children. Don't let them be happier as singles than when they got married to you or get married to you. Like, what is really going on? With you people does not even desire to take care of somebody's child. Well, men and women, they are terrorists in disguise who are looking for love. I thought I should tell you. Hope you know that there are kidnappers amongst us. There are rapists amongst us. There are murderers amongst us. I thought I should tell you. So it's not everybody that is asking you out, or every lady you see that you should go and follow, or every man that is asking you out that you should go and follow. Some of you are collecting people's money, and the money is dipped in blood. Don't let society push you to destruction. That is the reason why before finding a life partner, let's find ourselves. Who are you and what do you really want in a relationship? What are your priorities beyond sex and ejaculation? Because you'll be seeing social media and size is important. After you have seen the size and you have tasted of the size, what is next? Did married people tell you that they have sex morning, afternoon, and night? How does he think? Does he even think at all? Or he thinks that he thinks? And vice versa. Do you understand? Conversations around if we never have children, just in case, if we never have children, if nature shows up, what will happen? I saw something online on TikTok where they said a lady set her husband ablaze because he used her womb for money ritual and then went to impregnate somebody or something like that. You know, and I was just staring. I couldn't even comprehend what I read. You know, very strange things. Very strange. In finding a life partner, I just came to say to you, there's something more important than finding a life partner. Find yourself. Because if you don't find yourself and you find yourself in marriage, your life partner may not find themselves, so you may not grow together. And then by the time you have found yourself, you may not like who you decided to marry or share your life with. It is good to even find yourself and the other person is finding themselves, so you are now on the same level of finding and treasure hunt. If you are doing the treasure hunt alone, the scale will not be balanced. And who they got married is not who they are with. There are so many movies in that direction. I still watched one on Amazon Prime yesterday. So instead of looking for husband or wife up and about, look for yourself. You are also priority and you are the most important. You are bringing yourself to the relationship. And to be very honest, you need to bring 100% of yourself. Nobody's child is not going to make you happy if you don't make yourself happy. Yes, they can influence. Yes, they can be part of your life, give you joy, those things. Happiness is a template you must create yourself. Nobody's son is your ATM, do you understand? Or NGO, or a sponsor. That's your husband, not a sponsor. So that you are tired of paying house rent does not mean you should not go and marry. No. Because our motives for relationship is even sometimes they're very suspicious. And then secondly, please marry your kind. Enough of trying to change other people's children. If people want to change, they would have changed before they found you or met you. Let badly behaved people meet their kind. Let other people meet their kind. And it's not a problem. I don't have a problem with anybody who is doing anything as long as it's not hurting somebody else's fundamental human rights. Anything you want to become, do it. Don't stress me with it. But all this one where you are not normally happy, you think that by the time you get married, everything will be fine forevermore, and you are not going to do anything, it ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna happen. So don't go and enter one relationship and then you will now be saying that you married the wrong person when you yourself may not be the right person. No. Do you understand? Because it's first to talk that we will believe. You will now blame it on the other person. No. You are also taking yourself there. So at least give your best. For the gentlemen who have been following me since, I am hoping that you have changed. Enough of all this societal drama, patriarchy, where you think that women are properties you're acquiring like real estate. It ain't gonna happen. We are not tolerating bad behavior. There's a difference between a mistake and a badly behaved person. Anything you want from your wife is what you will give her. Because if you give her anything negative, she will give you multiple, and in multiple folds, pressed down, shaking together, running over. You will collect it. So I thought I should tell you, because we work behind the scene, and then we're giving you this detail. Please and please and please, before you go and find a relationship or a wife or a husband, please find yourself. Find yourself. It's a serious project. You can go on Google, on YouTube, how to find yourself. I have 125 videos on YouTube. Please subscribe, put on the notification button. Be watching them. Bring your best self forward. Show up as a husband and as a father. Don't show up as a sperm donor. You want to be playing around with boys. You still want to be single at the same time you are married. No. Don't live your best life at the expense of somebody else's child. No. Come, you can't marry from 2022 and come and be complaining 2, 3, 4, 5 years after. If you married before, it's okay. Anybody could have made a mistake and all those things. Or anybody. Do you understand? From 2022 like this, you open your eye. Not everybody is looking for a partner. Some are looking for slaves. Some are looking for house assistants. Some are looking for people they will beat. Hope you know that wife beaters are still like violent people who are not accepting therapy or do not want to go for any anger management class, who still believe that beating is a sign of love exists. Hope you know. And there are conversations you must have. Are we going to be in a monogamy or a polyamorous relationship? What are your thoughts on adoption, surrogacy, experiencing pregnancy, and what if we are never able to have a child? Our finances, what's your role, what's my role? There are deep conversations to have, apart from breastfeeding and having sex. Please, I am begging us. If I could kneel down, I would have knelt down for you. In all your treasure hunts, please don't just focus on finding somebody's child. Find yourself. Bring your best self forward. Emotionally, financially, spiritually, psychologically, in every way. Work on yourself. If you know that you had issues in your upbringing like me, we were raised by very good parents, and they raised us with what was available to them. And we discovered that in the raising, we also picked up some things that I call emotional viruses that we need to fix. Fix the virus. Pay for coaching and therapy to fix the virus. My Reparenting Your Inner Child workshop is happening next weekend. This weekend is the final weekend to register, so you can send me a DM. Fix the virus. We can't keep complaining and saying that was how we were raised. At this age, you are above 25, you are above 30. It's no longer an excuse. You are already raising children. Do you want to transfer the pain and the virus? You know now, when you shout, it's not normal. When you scream, it's not normal. When you respond to a conversation, an argument with violence, when you shut down, you are keeping malice, you are stonewalling. Everywhere you go, you cause drama. Emotional virus. Normally, if a virus is on a laptop, you format it. We need to format the content of our souls. And it's not because we are terrible people. No. It's just because sometimes you are raised and you are erased at the same time. You can be raised and erased. Do you understand? So we must pay attention. Bring your best foot forward. Let people see you and see value. Let them see you and see growth and development. Let them see you and see intentionality. Don't just say, I want to marry. I want to get married. Now that you are married, what's next? Don't you want to stay married? Don't you want to nurture the relationship? You should at least have some content that your children will not need therapy to recover from. Let your wife look forward to coming home because you are her husband. Let your husband look forward to coming home because you are his wife. All this one that we're just avoiding ourselves. Husband will get home late intentionally. Wife will get home late. Children will not want to stay at home. Everybody is just running away. There's no love in marriage. Your love is in people. If you are unkind, you will carry the unkindness there. If you are mean, you will carry the meanness there. If you are wicked, we will see the fruit. Love gives. What are you going to give? Emotionally, what content do you have? Everything on social media about relationship, if you look at number 1 to 10, about 9 of them is tied to requesting. How to receive from a woman. If she doesn't do this, if she doesn't do that, if she doesn't. Kilo de. When are you going to give? Everything is fight. It just looks like they want to acquire humans. Girls are going for this. They're asking for transport fare. Some are even saying, you should put me allowance every month because you are my boyfriend. What kind of sponsoring template is this? Is it an NGO? Kilo Shane, what's going on? Your boyfriend is already carrying your bills. Why? Before you met him, how were you living? Come, if you are looking for a sponsor, let us know you are looking for a sponsor. If you are looking for an NGO, let us know you are looking for an NGO. But don't disguise husband and stress somebody's son. It ain't gonna happen. No, you know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna happen. Love gives. Anybody who wants to take from you more than to give you, suspect the person. Everything is always about what can you do, what can you do, what can you do, tied to duty and labor. Whoa, for God so loved the world, for your boyfriend so loves you that he gave, for your girlfriend so loved you that she gave. Love gives. Love gives. If they are always asking, girls are already, you are dating somebody, you are washing his clothes, you are cooking, you are Is it so that he can think you are a wife material? That's not being a wife material. That's an house assistant material. Go and ask wives. I didn't say female, wives, what value they bring. The moment you are replaceable like this, that thing you are doing, a chef can do it. Washing machine. I did laundry in my house today. There's a machine that washes, there's another one that dries. 1 hour I was done. That's what machines do. You don't need a wife to do it. Go and ask people, marriage therapists, who wives are and what value wives bring to the table. What value husbands bring to the table. It is poverty that is making you tie your feeding to a wife when they are chef who can do it. You want to kill the woman you married. So if you have a chef now, you just have some poverty-inspired templates. Somebody who can wash. How much is washing machine? Somebody who can cook. How much is a chef? And I don't have a problem with people being domesticated. I live in my house. My house is clean. My friend will tell you that when you come to CD, cleaners. Like if I'm walking in my compound and I see any dirt, I pick up and throw in the dustbin. Yeah, that's how whatever that I am. But hell no, you are not going to marry me based on that. Are you serious? In all your finding, please find yourself. I beg you with my blood. That's very important. In all your finding, please find yourself. If you don't know how to find yourself, please join my Reparenting Your Inner Child workshop. Let's have a conversation. Let's fix ourselves, offer ourselves the maximum that we are, so that in relationships we experience more pleasure than pain. Our children experience love. You see some children with their parents, mother and father, you will be happy. You will be using them as a point of contact. Happily ever after. Good people, they have their challenges, But no, life is beautiful around them. They are flourishing. Those are the kind of people that we should join. Not to go and be joining emotional terrorists and be stressing people that you got married to. And then the cap of it all is that you are cheating. And then you say, it's a man's thing to cheat. Men were not created, or whatever they even say, men were not created to be, If your wife is doing the exact thing you are doing, I'm sure you will die of stroke. I know. Please don't offer terrible things to people and expect the best from them. It is very unkind. So to attend the Reparenting Your Inner Child workshop, just send me a DM. If you're streaming from anywhere, send me a DM on Instagram at emotionsdoctor. I just want us to be intentional about our growth and development. You are good enough. Your life is more than what is going on right now. You are more than your achievements. Be intentional about it. Be intentional about the energy that you have around you. Be intentional about who you join yourself with. Don't just go up and about just carrying yourself anyhow. No. You are priceless. You are valuable. Be a high-value man and a high-value woman. Know your worth. But for you to know your worth, you must have found yourself. When people ask you out, it's not a sign of favor. It's not, somebody finally wants to marry me. No. It's not a matter of finally. No, you are desirable. You are good enough. There are 8 billion people in this world. Good people exist. Don't have this emotional scarcity of, if I don't marry, who else will marry me? There are many. Whether you have a womb or not, there's somebody for you. Whether you want a child or not, there's somebody for you. Like, there are many people who desire you. That you haven't found them does not mean they don't exist. Expose yourself, but first of all, be a person of value. So that you would attract your kind. You would attract your kind of person. Don't reduce yourself because somebody is feeling uncomfortable or insecure or intimidated. No. Let them go and marry their kind. You should marry a wise man and a wise woman. Somebody who can withstand your glory and grace. Somebody who can improve you. Not that they'll be telling you that, hey, you can't buy that car before somebody will not think that you're richer than me. Hey, in your house, home goal. Not to marry a witch. You are dragging car. So that means that they don't even want you to own a private jet. They can't even, you are not yet a billionaire. Your boyfriend is already intimidated. So if you have $1 billion, what will he do? Step up your game, please. Let's find ourselves before we set out to find other people, so that we can really know who we are and be able to, marry our kind. Just give yourself joy and peace. So I'll see you at the Reparenting Your Inner Child workshop. This weekend is the last weekend to register. Please send me a DM to register. This is the last weekend, though. This is the last weekend. We also have our emotional intelligence classes for children, ages 17 to 18. Please send me a DM to register your child. Why are you registering your child? Because it is better to raise a child than to repair an adult. We are repairing ourselves. We are, including myself, repairing ourselves. We don't have to allow our children be broken. We can script them for emotional stability. We can engineer them for emotional stability, because the world is waiting for them, and the world will most likely not give them healthy programs. The world will mess them up if you don't fix them up. Fix your child before the world tries to fix them, because if the world steps in before you, you are going to spend a lot of money, time, and resources. And no matter how you repair people, they will not be restored to default setting. It would be repairs. So instead of altering your child, please sign up your child. I'll see you at the Inner Child workshop. My DM is open on Instagram. They are paid workshops. So once you show up at my DM, I'll just send the content to you so that you can register. Thank you so much. My sign out, like I said, one important thing to do before you start looking for a life partner, before you attempt to find a life partner, one important thing before you attempt to find a life partner is to find yourself. Please find yourself before you get married. If you are looking for the how, I am willing to help you. Is a paid service, but please find yourself before you get married. Whoo! Thank you so much for joining. Have a fantastic, restful weekend. My DM is open to be part of the Reparenting Your Inner Child workshop and to register your precious children. Woo! Hope you're good. Enjoy your life. Bye.